Okay, so this video is the word problems using trig functions in Unit 2, Section 2-1. So we start with reading the problem entirely. So take a second, pause it if you need to, but make sure you read the entire problem. In your head, have a picture of what it is you're working with. And also make sure you know your end goal. What is the answer that we are going for? So how long does the ladder have to be? Should always be in the back of our mind as we run this problem. So with that said, we draw this tower that the damsel in distress is in. Window. And it says that the knight in shining armor is on the ground with a ladder 15 feet from the base. So here's the ladder right here. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to identify this distance as 15 feet. And we know that when you look up at the tower, the angle of elevation, so that's going to be this angle right here, is 60 degrees. So we have an angle, the adjacent side, and now it's asking how long does a ladder have to be. So this is going to be the unknown length that we're going for. We are not trying to find the height of the tower. So anyways, we have this information. We know if we have 60 degrees, an adjacent side, and we are trying to find the hypotenuse. Well, adjacent to hypotenuse, the trig function that goes with it would be cosine. So we are going to say cosine of 60 is, let's see, 15 feet over x. Now, in these types of problems, and I've mentioned this before in class and in previous videos, I think, but if I haven't, I'll say it now. When you have a problem like this and you're trying to get x by itself, it's either a two-step process. If you want to do all the algebra, you multiply both sides by x, so you get 15 alone on the right side, and then x times cosine 60 on the left. And then you divide both sides by cosine of 60, and you get x by itself, and you get 15 divided by cosine 60. But really what you're doing is just simply flip-flopping those two spots. So I'm going to do that. X equals 15 divided by cosine 60. There it is. That shouldn't be there. It's supposed to be a degree symbol. So we're going to run that number, and we find that it is. Well, let me get the calculator here. Calculator. So that was 15 divided by cosine of 60 degrees. Real quick, this is the first time I've used my calculator in a while, so I'm going to go just make sure that we are in degrees mode. And we are, so second mode puts us out of that. We're going to hit enter. So 15 over cosine 60 is 30 because we should know our right triangle trig unit circle cosine of 60 is a half. So 15 divided by half is 30. There you have it. How long does the ladder have to be? It needs to be 30 feet. Okay, moving on. Question 2, the tallest television transmitting tower in the world is in North Dakota. Now in class we did discuss how this data is a little out of date / it was inaccurate. It's actually 2,063 feet at its tallest. Back in 2019 they had to remove the top portion to FCC standards and update some things. So it's not even that, it's like 1987. 1,987 feet. But for the purpose of this problem, we are going to ignore those things. We have a tower, very tall cell phone tower. You know, it's got the guy wires coming off of it and so on. But what it's saying is if you are on level ground exactly a mile away, so here we are 1 mile away, and we look to the very, very top, we are going to assume this number is accurate, 2,000, oh, no, sorry. This number here is 2,059 feet. There. We're given the height, and we know how far away we are. What is the angle of elevation? So we're going to refer to that as theta this time. So when we have the opposite and the adjacent sides, that's tangent. So we know that we are working with the ratio for tangent of some angle theta. We know that the ratio is 2,059 over 1 mile, which doesn't work if we just say divide by 1 mile, because then we have two different units. So we have to change that to the 5,280 feet. So in order to undo theta, if we want to get rid of theta, we have to take the tan inverse, or arctan, of tangent theta. And what we do to one side, we do to the other. So we take the tangent inverse, or arctan, of the other side. And we find that theta excuse me, is approximately 21.3 degrees. Box it in, we're done. That's probably, yeah, that's good for now. Next video, I'm going to get to questions 3 and maybe a few more. I don't think I'll do all the video or all the problems, but that is it for now. We got a couple word problems in. We'll work on a little bit more complicated problems here in the next video.